Skitter.
Common nugs. I don't like those. They look dirty.
No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down.
These things dangerous?
Gotta boil them before roasting, but otherwise no, safe as sand. Some people swear they make good pets. May as well leash a turnip, I say.
Alright, well if I see any, I'll send them your way.
Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
Weirdo.
The deep roads are home to the Darkspawn now. Oddly, they're supposed to be safer to travel during a blight.
Well, that would make sense. Because all the Darkspawn are up on the surface.
What's this? A human? Did we make these tunnels tall enough for humans? I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesha's permission. And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today.
What I'm doing here is none of your business.
It'll be our business when we drag your corpse out. The Darkspawn have pulled back, but they are down there.
Either we finally have the edge, which I doubt, or the beasts are building up numbers for the next attack.
Actually, they've made their move on the surface.
The surface? But I thought the vermin never went up that far except to...
Except during blights. Ancestors save us if that's what's happening.
Will you let me pass?
Into the deep roads? Not without a full unit of soldiers to back you, my friend.
Grey Warden,
or
asshole.
Adesha's permission to risk yourself. Orzammar can't afford to lose its citizens or honored guests on casual visits to the deeps.
Darkspawn the only danger in these tunnels?
Of course not. Down here you're bound to run into giant spiders, deep stalkers, and other vermin.
Deep stalkers.
Ugly beasts they are. Walk on two legs, but they have the head of a worm and hunt in packs. Watch out. They're not afraid to take on a group their own size.
Are there no dwarves past this point?
A few outposts. Legion of the Dead, mostly. Fools that they are. Some scavenger types, too.
Legion of the Dead?
It's an independent company of soldiers. They accept no command but their own. Anyone who can bear arms can join, no matter his crimes. Or sanity. They hold a funeral when they join, and swear their only goal is a glorious death.
Alright, well I should go.
Alright. For your sake, I hope you've no reason to come here again.
Did we make these tunnels tall enough for humans? Well, since nobody can see the roof here, I'm pretty sure the tunnels and so on are big enough for humans. Moron. Nug! You wrangle the nug into the box. Oh, let's have a looky. A look-see here and see what this says. Blah blah blah. Excuse me, excuse me. Nug!
So I take it you did not enjoy your Templar training?
That's directed at me, I take it.
Do you see any others about who have failed at their religious instruction?
I didn't fail, I was recruited into the Grey Wardens.
And if you had not been recruited, what would have happened instead?
I would have turned into a drooling lunatic, slaughtered the Grand Cleric, and run through the streets of Denerim in my small clothes, I guess.
Your self-awareness does you credit.
I thought you'd like that.
Nug! Oh, she wants to level up, does she? Alrighty. Nug! Oh, a wall carving. Let's have a look at that. Is that all the nugs? I think that's all the nugs. Oh, there's a nug. They're just wandering about.
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell. Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I found. You're the best wrangler You're the best. You're the best. A trust Vala, my nug wrangling friend.
Okay, strange one. What have we got going on here? Oh, this is where the nobs live. The nobles.
Ah, the social strata quickly makes itself evident no matter where one goes.
You have come at a difficult time. Orzammar is ailing for want of a king.
Okay.
Lord Bhelen suspected of personally defacing statues of the paragons. Shocking allegations abound. Mine is an honorable task, and I shall drown out anyone who claims otherwise.
Okay, whatever. Yoink.
This has dragged on too long. It's an insult to King Endrin's memory.
I hope you'll support Lord Harrowmont.
I don't know.
Legion of the Dead Warriors secretly wear Prince Bhelen's colors. Our prince has Orzammar's deadliest warriors behind him.
What on earth is this? Just liquid gold? Just... strange. The shaper... Okay, let's have a look and see what we're meant to be doing. Oops. Orzammar. Seek out Steward Bandalore. Speak to Prince Bhelen's second in command. Speak to Lord Harrowmont's second. An unlikely scholar. Let's have a quick look at the codex. Archdemon, in case people were interested. Nug! There you go. Alrighty, culture and history. The chastened. Did we look at this already? I can't remember. There you go. Remember the whole pause and examine thing, because I ain't reading it all out. This would it'd take the next 20 years if I did. There you go. The casts. The dwarven casts. City of Orzammar. There you go. Learn a bit more about the different castes of dwarves. And then of course the castless. Characters. Alistair. Bhelen Aeducan, the third of King Endrin's children. Bhelen was always considered the last, or has always been considered the last and least child, not the heir nor the favourite, and not as accomplished as either sibling. Bhelen's most notable trait was his ability to stay out of trouble. Lord Harrowmont. No one is born with rights to the throne. The sitting king may recommend a successor, but the assembly ultimately decides who will rule. House Harriman is one of the oldest noble houses, as old as Orzammar itself, and is most trusted advisor. Harriman is well known for being an able administrator and the author of many compromises in the ever-warring assembly. Compromises? Quest related. Okay. While your concerns have merit, the assembly has made itself clear. Space within the Tig is at a premium. What's all this nonsense? The key to the city. Oh yes, we were looking at what we should do. Let's seek out Steward Bandalore. Chamber of Assembly, let's go there. Here we are.
Warden, welcome. It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartag Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Bhelen. What news do you bring?
You know who I am.
It would be hard not to notice the Grey Warden and his eclectic entourage. I hear you seek the aid of Orzammar's finest.
This treaty obliges Orzammar to send troops to the surface.
Ah, ancient documents indeed. These were signed in the reign of Eithnar Bimo, Paragon and King. That was 16 generations ago. Now the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
Battling the Blight is more important than politics.
No one wishes this fight over more than Bhelen. But while it rages, Orzammar can spare no one to combat what may or may not be a new blight.
Are you implying a Grey Warden wouldn't recognize a Blight?
I believe you. But what are we to do? If Bhelen followed his heart and sent his men to aid you, Harrowmont would steal his throne. We would defeat the Blight and return to find our homeland devastated by an incompetent tyrant.
And if you don't fight, your homeland gets destroyed.
Perhaps you could prove to Prince Bhelen your intentions are just. If you show you owe Harrowmont no fealty, I'm sure Bhelen would help you. Harrowmont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Harrowmont's deception, I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude.
What kind of evidence?
Harrowmont promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Harrowmont can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast.
Well, nice.
I have copies of the promissory notes Harrowmont gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
Where did you get the promissory notes?
That's not important. If they ask, say you found them while searching the Shaper's libraries for your treaty.
Isn't there someone you could report him to?
Normally, the Shapers would handle this sort of accusation. They are the scholars who manage our laws, histories, and genealogies. They are the final arbiters of all disputes in Orzammar. Unfortunately, the Shaper of Memories is the most important among them, and his grandfather was Lord Harrowmont's aunt's first cousin. Obviously, we cannot expect him to offer an unbiased opinion.
He'd hold a distant relative over his duty.
I guess I can't expect you surfacers to understand the importance of family in Orzammar. The Shaper is biased, and if you want Prince Bhelen's help, you'll have